Hello, welcome at Exam Zone 24/7. Today we will be discussing the question which is showing in the thumbnail of this video. Stay with the video till the solution is finished. You will have a good idea after that regarding the realization of foreign exchange transactions. Okay. Let's begin our session. And let's begin our session. Here is the question. Other questions has already been discussed in the exam. These questions have been discussed. This is the questions which are asked in the exam. See, now before you go through the solution, you must have an idea about what a buying and selling rate is. If you do not have idea, you go through the previous videos regarding the buy and sell transactions. Then only you will be able to get the question. See, the question says on 3/10/2021, our exporter tenders an export bill. Means there is an exporter and who is to receive 5 lakh USD. Okay. USD he will be receiving. Further, suppose this is a exporter A. Further, he has also availed in the question it is saying post shipment finance. Okay. He has also availed post shipment finance. We will be looking after that also. See, now he is having this much of dollar to receive, and 120 days from the date of shipment means if nothing is quoted, you should go through the concept that by 120 days the payment will be done. Will be received. Okay. Now the due date is 1/2/2022. Now the spot USD INR rate is 75.14 and 75.15. See here 75.14 and 75.15. 75.14 and 75.15. Here means if you have US dollar, because A is exporter, A is having US dollar, if you will come to bank will give you 75.14 rupees only. Means the rate will be here 75.14. Further, the meaning of 75.15 is if you need US dollar, bank will charge 75.15 to you and will give you $1. This is the meaning of this. Okay. Now, there is a premium on the spot rate. Okay. Now, exchange margin of 0.15% to be loaded on spot rate means if there is a rate of 100, then 0.15 will again be deducted by the bank. Means if you will give $1 and rate is 100, then bank will not give you 100, bank will give you this minus 0.15, this will be 99.85. This will, okay, but here is 0.15%, 0.15% of the spot rate. What is the rate here? We have seen that rate is this plus 0.15% of 75.14, because the rate exchange margin is to be loaded on spot rate, exchange margin to be loaded on spot rate. इसके कहने का मतलब ये है कि जो भी एक्सचेंज मार्जिन है वो आपके स्पॉट रेट पे ही लोड होगा। स्पॉट रेट हमने कैलकुलेट किया कि इस रेट से एक्सचेंज बैंक करेगा, तो 0.15% उसमें हमने ऐड किया। If you will calculate, the 0.15% of this will be 0.1127, and if you will add it, it will see, now here addition should not be there, keep in mind, because bank, this is a transaction where bank will pay the money, then this bank, this instead of adding this margin, the bank will subtract this margin. Why? I already said here, if rate is 100 and margin is 0.15, the bank will deduct the margin. In this case, bank will be in a beneficial position. Why? Because bank will be paying less INR, bank will be in beneficial position. Here also 75.14, then margin 0.1127, it will come out as 75.0273. 75.0273. See, this is your rate, but in this case you see that the currency is shown at premium, because in future when the realization will be there, the rate will go up. In this case, exporter will be in a beneficial position by what amount? By 0.45 amount. Means the actual exchange rate will go 75.0273 plus 0.45. It will come out 75.4773. In book you will find that it is written as 4770, just to round off. There is nothing to do with 773 and 770. Okay. Now we have calculated the rate. We have calculated the rate as 75.4773. This is the calculated rate at which exchange will be done. Now the rate we have already quoted. Applicable interest is at 8.5% for the post shipment finance up to 180 days, and commission on this. See, now how much amount the customer will receive? The customer will receive 75.4773 multiplied by this. Okay. this is the amount the customer will be receiving. Now this amount will come out approximately 377.38. In the question it is said that export finance was up to 180 days, but we will charge interest for 120 days only. Interest for 120 days only. Why? Because all export finance, जो भी बैंक एक्सपोर्ट फाइनेंस करती है, उसका कोई भी पेमेंट उसके प्री शिपमेंट क्रेडिट वाले अकाउंट में ही आना चाहिए। पोस्ट शिपमेंट क्रेडिट या जो भी लिया है उसके एक्सपोर्ट का रियलाइजेशन उसी अकाउंट में होगा। तो इफ अगर 120 डेज का ही बिल है तो 120 डेज में इसको पेमेंट आ जाएगा। अगर इसने 180 डेज के लिए एक्सपोर्ट फाइनेंस लिया भी है, बट द अकाउंट इन 120 डेज में सीसी अगर उसने मान लो 5 लाख की ली है, ओके, तो 120 डेज में ये 5 लाख की सीसी में पैसे आ जाएंगे और ये पूरी तरह से मतलब इस पे इंटरेस्ट चार्ज होना बंद हो जाएगा। मींस we will be calculating interest for only 120 days. Why 120 days? Because in 120 days he is receiving the funds. Now the interest rate as given, it is 8.5%, means 8.5 into 37738,500, 8.5%. It is the interest rate for 1 year. If we will divide by 365, we will get for 1 day, and if we will multiply by 120, we will get interest for 120 days. Interest will come out to be around 10 lakh 54,000. 6110 also. 1054,610. If you will calculate it, it will come out to this. Now, commission amount, this is to be charged upfront. Upfront means on total amount. Means we have to calculate 0.0625% of this. It will come, if you will calculate with the calculator, the interest for this will come out 23,587. Now, how much amount the customer will receive? See, how much amount the customer will receive? The customer will receive amount realized exchange amount realized minus interest paid to bank minus commission paid to bank. If you will see, you will find the amount will be 37738,500 minus interest for 120 days 1054,610 minus commission 23,587. It will come out 366,60303. Now we need to understand one more thing here. See how we have calculated the exchange rate. Okay, how we have calculated the exchange rate. Okay, we again be calculating the exchange rate. See, Here is exporter, means exporter is having foreign currency. Foreign currency means exporter is having US dollar. Now what the exporter will do? Exporter will go to the bank, give the USD to the bank and receive INR from the bank. Okay. Now suppose, leave this rate, we will be going through new rate. Suppose USD INR rate is 100 by 105, means, it means if you are going to bank and if you have USD, bank will give 100 rupees to you, but if you need USD, bank will charge 105 USD to you. This is the code. Okay. As an exporter, you are having USD. In this case, the rate will be 100. Okay. Means if you will give 1 USD to bank, bank will give 100 USD to you. Now, there is exchange margin of 0.15%. 0.15% of 100 will be 0.15. Means this much amount of money bank needs more from you as margin. Means it is also bank's earning. Okay. Bank needs from you means when bank will be paying 100 rupees to you as per rate, bank will give less. Okay. In this case, it will be 99.85 rate. See, bank will not be adding this. If bank will add this margin, means if you will give 1 USD to bank and you will add the margin, you see that here the bank is giving 100.15 rupees to you, but in the market the rate is 100 only. Means the market will give 100 rupees to bank or anyone for 1 USD. But here if you will add the margin, okay, then it will be a loss for the bank. Similarly, that money, it should be with the bank. But if you are adding it, it is going with you, going with the customer. Okay, then this is the loss of customer. That's why we deduct the margin when we are doing a buy transaction. Okay, because margin should be with us. We will be discussing next question in next video. If you will find something you are not getting, you may text over this WhatsApp number with your queries. Hope you getting things fine.